Hi, welcome to Bookie. Today we'll unlock the book Rising Strong. It is a book about how to deal with failure. As we all know, life is not always smooth sailing. There will inevitably be sufferings and setbacks, big and small. From significant setbacks such as unemployment and marital breakup to small conflicts among colleagues, relatives, and friends, pain and failure often come unexpectedly into our life. Being caught in a predicament often makes us vulnerable and uneasy. We'll instinctively make up plausible stories for ourselves to run away from pain or shirk our responsibilities. Nonetheless, suffering and difficulties won't automatically disappear just because we elude them. What choices do you make in the face of pain and setback? Do you insist on escaping reality and hiding in your comfort zone? Or muster the courage to face your real inner feelings, explore the truth behind your failures, and make positive changes? We believe that you'll find your answers in the book Rising Strong. The book's author, Dr. Brené Brown, is a research professor at the University of Houston. She's also the founder and CEO of The Daring Way. Over the years, she has thoroughly researched courage, vulnerability, shame, and empathy. Her 2010 TED Talk The Power of Vulnerability has become one of the most popular talks in TED history. You may recall two bookies named The Gifts of Imperfection and Daring Greatly on our app. She's also the author of these books as well. As a scholar anchored in theory, Dr. Brown has spent 12 years dedicated to research. Based on a large number of real-life examples, she makes use of her real-life experiences to reveal to us a startling fact. If you want to feel love, belonging, joy, creativity, among other positive experiences, you need to face your inner vulnerability and pain and tackle life's challenges with courage. Only in this way can you keep on growing and become stronger. Next, we'll unlock the book in 3 parts. We'll look at how to be honest with the truth and your true self in stories of adversity and make changes with a positive mental attitude. Part 1. Paying attention to your feelings and reckoning with emotions. Part 2. Rumbling with the truth behind the emotions. Part 3. Making changes to get up from failure. Now, let's look at the first part, paying attention to your feelings and reckoning with emotions amid failure. The negative emotion generated by failure will always bring discomfort such as helplessness and insecurity. But very few people pay particular attention to their emotions and feelings in the face of failure and grief. Many people won't make peace with their discomforts, yet are reluctant to admit their failures and shy away from talking to others about their discomforts. Out of the instinct of self-protection, their first reaction is to run away or offload. For example, when you hear that your boss has put your colleague Todd in charge of a new project, you might feel angry at being treated unfairly. To offload your emotions, you silently curse, "My boss is an asshole. Todd's such a brown-noser. Who cares? This job sucks and this company is a joke." However, running away and offloading can't solve the problem. It'll even make matters worse. The pain of failure won't go away automatically just because we ignore it. The resulting negative emotions can also lead us to destructive thoughts if we ignore them. Contrary to offloading or running away, we can integrate ourselves into our stories of failure. Also, we should learn to pay attention to our feelings and consciously recognize emotions amid failure. It helps us free from the bonds of negative emotions. Most people who have the courage to get up from failure have one thing in common. They're capable of recognizing emotions without being swayed by negative emotions. They firmly seize the initiative in their life. Perhaps you would say, isn't it just feeling your own emotions? What's so challenging about that? Reckoning with emotions may seem simple, but sometimes it's difficult to notice your own mood swings, which are easily masked by self-protective instincts. The research made it clear that a lot of how much or little we value emotion comes from what we were taught or saw as we were growing up. According to some people's values, emotions aren't worthy of attention, and being emotional is a sign of weakness, not to mention that they're ashamed of discussing their emotions with others because of their pride.